Hello, my seedlings. It is a cloudy, rainy day today, and I encourage you to find a moment when you can just sit down and preferably uninterrupted, but if not, it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be it's all going to be working out perfectly. But right now, I really want you to just put some headphones on, close your eyes, listen to the rain, and just know that things are getting better. May is coming, and everything that you are worried about is all going to work out. And I don't want you to take time to think about the things that are worrying you. I just want you to know that this heaviness that you feel, everything is going to be okay. I promise you. May is always a month of thriving. If you look back at any of your Snapchat moments, right, memories, if you use Snapchat, or your photo memories, or Facebook timelines, look back at May. And for some reason, May is always the month of thriving. It's like April is always so tough. Mainly because we are, and I don't even think just April, I want to say like from January all the way to April, it feels like you're unshedding this layer, right? That feels like it just feels so uncomfortable, and you just don't understand why it feels so uncomfortable. You may not understand it, but your spirit knows exactly what it's doing. Especially if you have big dreams and for some odd reason you feel like they aren't achievable. Spirit, God, universe will always make sure to show you examples that it works. You ever see videos of people doing something that you love to do and they're getting paid for it? The universe isn't sending you those videos so you can get angry, so you can get discouraged, or hold resentment towards the universe or God or yourself. They are sending you these videos to remind you it is possible. It's possible to get paid and do what you love. Now, will it be easy? Will it be easy to get there? I think that really is up to you. And I understand how triggering that may feel, especially as someone who felt like they had to crawl out of their darkness. Every single time someone would always say, your future is up to you. Something inside of me would get so angry and so frustrated and would always say, like, I just wish I grew up in a normal household, in a household where we got encouraged, where we were loved, where we felt safe to grow, where we felt safe to find ourselves. And I always hold so much resentment from my past, thinking, well, I would be in a better spot if I didn't go through this as a kid, or if I didn't have to do this, if I didn't have to feel like this as a child, right? And I always held so much resentment for that. I just wanted a beautiful childhood where I could enjoy the sun, listen to the rain, feel nature, feel my emotions. But everything happens so perfectly. And depending on where you're at in life, it may not seem that way sometimes. But I'm here to let you know and remind you that those big dreams that you have are possible. They are possible. You can achieve every single huge dream, every huge vision, everything, even the tiniest little visions. Any type of vision that you have in your heart is achievable. But first, you have to find yourself. First, you have to try it. So for me right now, I feel like I can no longer do these 9 to 5s. But something is telling me just a little longer, right? Something is telling me just a little longer. And do I understand, or do I know what that means? I have no idea. But I'm really hoping, and I know, right? I know that everything is working out divinely. Everything is happening perfectly. And when we stress about how it's going to happen, I feel like we get in our own way and we don't get to see these opportunities, right? And I'm literally being shown right now that no matter what, everything works out. And right now, I'm going to be extremely vulnerable with you right now. Extremely vulnerable. Mainly because I know that if I share my story of what I feel, right? What I interpret that I'm going through right now. Because I can see my life surface level, or I can really go dive in deep. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the surface level, and then I'm going to go ahead and dive deep. So, surface level. I do not have a vehicle, and I do have a job. And so I enjoy my job, but my body cannot handle the job for very long. But I enjoy it while I'm there. And really at the moment, the only thing that stresses me out sometimes is how am I going to get to said job, right? And I keep getting told, just ask, the answer will come, and then receive. And I was just like, okay, but who do I ask, right? You start thinking about all of these questions, and obviously there's ways to get to work that aren't as stressful, right? Getting an Uber or getting a Lyft or any of those. But getting them every day and coming and leaving, that's going to add up pretty quickly. And I keep telling myself, I really don't want to take an Uber. I've taken so many Ubers in the past that I just don't like it. I'd rather be riding with someone that I know or someone that I want to get to know. And I asked, and I got an answer, and then I just sat down and received, and I was able to get a ride to work and back home. And it happened so seamlessly. I just asked, and then it just happened, and it felt like everything happened so perfectly. And is it uncomfortable asking for help? 100%. But I believe I am So we're gonna go ahead and dive deep. So that was just the surface level, right? But here is the deep dive of it. I have never been good at asking for help. And it just makes me feel so uncomfortable because I'm just like, I have nothing to give, right? I don't have anything to give you, but I'm still asking for your help, you know? And the beautiful thing is that it still works out. Even though I don't have anything, I feel like I don't have anything to give, right? But at the same time, it's like, I hope that, like, all of this love and appreciation is a good enough exchange, you know, because I love having beautiful conversations with anybody that I interact with. And I told the universe, I was like, I feel like I have nothing to give. And the universe was just like, but what about you? What about your presence? What about your love? What about your kindness? What about your energy, your smile? And the universe keeps reminding me, you are literally just sunshine. Even when it is raining, cloudy, gloomy outside, for some reason, you shine even brighter on those days. And my angels was like, appreciate that and be so grateful that you shine and thrive more when it's a cloudy and gloomy day. Because naturally, whenever it's a gloomy day, sometimes our emotions can kind of match the weather. But it's so beautiful that you can just look at the beauty at everything. Where we live, if the sun was out all the time, we would be burning. It is so hot where we live if the sun is out. But if it's cloudy, windy, rainy, that's my favorite weather. Is it good the next day? No, the humidity is horrible the next day. But that's okay. I feel like it's an even exchange. But it did stop raining. But that was a beautiful way to start the message. I feel like everything timed up perfectly for that. It timed up perfectly for that message. But I hope you know that no matter what you're going through right now, it's not the end. It's not going to last forever. I know sometimes it's really hard to believe that it's not going to last forever. And you're just like, well, you're telling me it's going to get good, but where's the next bump going to be, you know? And it's like, I feel like we should stop seeing things as ups or downs or positive or negative. Because no matter what situation you're in, you can change the way you feel. Does it feel weird to be really happy when it feels like things are falling apart? It's like your body or your soul knew, I can't take this with me to this timeline that I'm going. You know, I can't take these, like, if you've lost friends, you know, during the first months, you know, the first months of this year, if you lost, you know, any friends, it's because you just couldn't take them with you. And if anyone gained their wings during these months, it's because they are divinely going to be with you, and they are going to be orchestrating all of your blessings for May and for the future. Every single person that you love so dearly is always next to you and always orchestrating everything to happen perfectly. Do we understand why things happen the way they do? No. But do they just magically work out? Yes, they do. It's like if you start asking yourself these questions, you start realizing I am way more blessed than I believe. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, am I living the life that I want to right now? And at least for me, it's a no. I'm not there yet. But I'm taking the steps I feel are necessary to become the person I want to be. And as long as you can say, like, no, I'm not there yet, but I'm figuring it out. I'm finding myself. I'm finding what I love. I'm letting go of other people's limitations. I'm letting go of my own limitations. I'm letting go of things I feel no longer serve me. As long as you can say, no, but I'm trying. No, but I'm experimenting. Then you're on the right track. If you're saying, I'm not there yet, but I'm not trying anything. Like Albert Einstein said, it's... What did he say? He said something about, like... Man, like expecting change, like doing the same thing over and over, but expecting a different result. Like that's... I forgot what the word he said, but I'm pretty sure he wanted to say psychotic. Delusional, right? Because there is something between, like, true, like, flowing with everything and saying, I'm taking the necessary steps. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get there, but I trust that I'm going to get there. And when I need the energy, when I need the inspiration, it's going to come to me. Do I feel it right now? No. But I trust that if I continue following my heart, that the energy I need, the connections I need, the blessings I need, the people entering my life, everything is entering at the perfect time, right? It's like it's really a dance of faith and hope and saying, I'm following my heart. It feels uncomfortable because society is telling me not to do this, that I need a stable job, that I need this to survive. And it's like, maybe for a little bit, but it's not a forever thing, right? It's just breaking that system and saying, I don't want to be part of the system. I don't want to work at a job that I feel like is a dead end my entire life until I'm ready to clock out, you know? And, or like, until like my soul checks out of my body. Like, you don't ever want to work so... you don't ever want to work your body so much that your soul just checks out. But sometimes that's what your soul needs. Sometimes your soul says, I'm gonna go ahead and use the parachute and it's time to start over. You know, and I've had those moments where, like, my soul is just like, I am leaving this body no matter what, right? And I'm to that point where I'm like, universe, God, I feel like I'm finally heading down the right path, the right direction. And I'm finally to that point of, I don't want my soul to check out of my body, right? But I honestly have to admit to myself that I have been doing something that my body, my soul does not agree with. And alarms have been going off my entire life, and I've just been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And that's why I feel so surprised that I even made it this far, that I have made it to 26. Like, the alarms have been ringing for about 10 years now. They have been ringing and ringing and ringing. And my soul was ready to just check out. And I was like, I can't let it check out. I can't keep holding on to these fears. I can't keep holding on to these limitations that I feel that I'm stuck in, these chains that I believe are something I need to be in, right? I'm in this cage and the door is completely open. I just can't see it. And it's been open for a really long time. But I'm finally noticing, like, oh, it's open. Okay, well, I guess time to just walk out of here. And it just feels so weird to just be looking around and being like, well, my life feels like it's falling apart, but I feel really happy. I feel like something is coming. And sometimes we have this, like, feeling in us that's just like, oh, well, I don't want to have my hopes too high. And it's like, no, have your hopes to the highest they can be. Expect the best miracles, the best outcome. Do I know what that best outcome looks like? No, but I'm open to it. I don't ever limit the universe. I don't ever say, well, I want this specific car. I want this specific house. I want this, like, specific ending. I want this specific thing to happen. I always say, you know what, God, universe, I'm a little stressed about this. I'm gonna give this to you. I'm gonna give you this situation I'm stressed about, and I'm hoping for the best outcome. Because sometimes that's really all you can do, is just hope that things get better. Do we know what life will look like at that moment where things get better? No, I don't think we even have, like, the slightest idea of how amazing life is going to become. Like, we have no idea how amazing our life is going to be. Like, you are not prepared for the amount of blessings, for the amount of miracles that are coming into your life. I don't think you're ready. But you better be. You better be in that receiving mode. You better be ready to say yes to that help. You better be ready to receive no matter what it looks like. Even if it's not the way that you wanted it to. But it still works out. It still worked out perfectly. And you may not see it now, but you will see it. I promise. Pay more attention to how things work out, and your brain will automatically want to find the sunshine in everything, in every single situation. Was it easy getting to this mindset? No, it was not. After conditioning myself to always see what's going to happen now, right? Always saying, well, I expected that, or, just this, like, mopey feeling. And I was just like, I just don't want to be in that feeling anymore. It's just not who I am. It's not who I want to be. And I've noticed that whenever I'm in this, like, mopey feeling, it's like the universe literally puts me in hermit mode. Literally takes all of my energy away, takes all of my creativity away, right? So I can just rest. Because my angels know, like, this life is not easy. And so when you feel completely drained, but completely empty, it's just the universe reminding you that it's time to rest. It's time to find yourself because you're losing yourself. You're pouring energy into something that you don't love. And it's time to see it. It's time to look at it. And I know I said I wanted this to be an encouraging message. And I hope it is encouraging. I just had to push you a little bit. Because for some reason I've just been told that I have to push you a little bit more. You're almost there. Do not give up. Because the miracles that are coming into your life right now are bigger than you expect. Okay, my love. Now we can start the soft, loving message. We just needed to be triggered a little bit. We just needed to hear that a little bit. But I know that that was perfectly for you. I know that that message may have moved something inside of you, and I hope you were able to hear the entire message. I really, really hope that you're able to get through that. Because something amazing is happening. Something beautiful is happening. Please do not give up. I believe in you, and I love you so, so much. And I trust that everything is going to work out. I love you, and I'm going to record the gentler message on another episode. I love you. Bye.